Austin. There are some very cool robotics to see right now, and a new Mars rover exhibit is coming soon. Our friends over at the Science Mill are going to give space to hands-on, minds-on fun, and today Bradley Gray and Molly O'Dell are here to chat about some upcoming exhibits and show us a really cool rover. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, we're so excited. You know we're big fans of the Science Mill. You always bring the coolest stuff. Today when you were walking through the parking lot with this cool rover, I could not wait to learn all about it. First, though, I think, Bradley, just to, if folks aren't familiar at home, remind them, what is Science Mill?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we're out in Johnson City, right? So west of the area, and we've got a hands-on science STEM museum. We have over 50 exhibits, and we're talking about science, technology, engineering, and math. This is an experience that's not only great for the littles, sort of a hands-on educational experience with the interactive robots and controls in our aquaponics greenhouse, but also something for the entire family, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a day of this,
Yes.
and especially in the hill country. We all know there's so much to do out there, but the Science Mill brings a little bit of a flavor to sort of top off your weekend out.
Yeah, it truly does, and you're exactly right. Number one, Johnson City is adorable, and it's really growing, but Science Mill provides a great opportunity for the entire family, which is so super cool. So you've got a new Mars rover exhibit coming. We're going to talk a little bit about that, and then also how that includes, Molly, a really cool competition that you guys were recently involved in. Tell us what's going on.
Oh, so basically what we built this bot for was the FRC competition, or the first robotics competition, where students build bots that kind of complete games or tasks.
Wow.
And you kind of go against other teams across like the state or like the world, and it's really fun.
That is really cool, and you did pretty well, right? So tell us some of the competitions that you made it through, and you went all the way to state, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that experience.
For both our districts, one in Waco and one in San Antonio, we got third. We went to the finals and got third with our alliance partners, and then we kind of ended our competition season in state, where we still were able to compete against 40 other amazing teams.
That's incredible. That is something to be very proud of, right?
It's really neat. I think you've got high school students that are coming together. This team's made up of students from the Lyndon B. Johnson High School in Johnson City, but also it's a community team. So the door's open to homeschool students and students in the Hill Country, and they just sort of get the game in January and compete in March, and it's just this fantastic energy of design and competition.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels electric. I love knowing that our community and our young people are kind of coming together in such a really productive and very cool way. Yeah. So that's why this bot was built. But then coming up at Science Mill, you're going to have this really cool Mars rover project, and that's going to be an opportunity for people to really see what goes into making this happen.
Yeah, so the Science Mill's teamed up with the robotics team, the Johnson City Jewels, and said that we wanted to create a Mars rover experience for our guests, that our guests would be able to come in, drive a robot around our space that mimics some of the styles, the environment, the aesthetic of Perseverance, or sort of a NASA-inspired bot. And the robotics students sort of took that and are actively building and designing and fabricating the pieces to create our Mars rover on display as an exhibit. So you can come down to the Science Mill Tuesdays and Thursdays. You'll see the high school students sort of hard at work. You can interact with us, right? Talk to them about the design process, which has really been a fun one to sort of flesh out in that public space.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out how this robot's going to come together. I mean, there's a bit of skill and there's a bit of newness to it all, and everybody's learning along the way. And I think that's guests included, right?
Yeah, right. That's part of the experience. I think so too. So what can this do? I mean, it looks like it is hardy. Like there's a lot of power going on.
Right, absolutely. Ryan's got the controls here for Brittany gears. Yeah. And a little bit about this. So she drives, and she has a launching feature, sort of a catapult here on the front.
So what would you use this in competition for, that catapult?
Basically, we had game pieces, cones, and little inflatable cubes, and we had like a goal, and we had to launch them into that.
Ryan, do that one more time. That's so cool. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
This is really neat. And then really kind of once that whole learning experience and putting together experiences happen at a Science Mill, guests will have an opportunity to kind of be the Ryan and drive the Mars rover.
Exactly right. They'll strap into the seat and take the controls of our robot and drive it around our outdoor Mars landscape, and get to be an operator, get to feel what it's like to be a designer or an astronaut over at the Jet Propulsion Labs and control a robot in a space that you're nowhere near.
Yeah. That is so cool, and the partnership that you have with Johnson City ISD is just really neat. I think it's so cool that this district has an opportunity to be hands-on in this way. That's a really rare and unique opportunity, right?
It's come together this past year quite beautifully. We've been very fortunate. The support from Johnson City ISD, Lyndon B. Johnson High School, Shannon Krager, who's the math teacher there, is one of the mentors on the team. And I think we couldn't do this alone, and it's a great service for these guys. They enjoy it, I would imagine.
It seems like it's a lot of fun, right, Molly Ryan? Yeah, this is pretty enjoyable for sure. Well, this is so much fun, and there is a whole lot more to see at Science Mill. They've got some great exhibits that are up year long, but you can definitely keep an eye out for this. If they're keeping an eye out for the Mars Rover experience, when they can come see it put together and then ultimately come drive it, where's the best place to go to keep an eye on that?
Absolutely. The sciencemill.org is the website. You'll find information about our hours of operations, the events that we have coming up, and then also there's a page there about the robotics. And then also jcjules.org for more information directly about the robotics team itself.
That is so cool. We're going to go to commercial, but Ryan, why don't you drive us to commercial so this thing can do, and we'll be right back after this. It's really fast, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Got some power.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this very fun Wednesday. We had rovers, we had puppies, we had a great story about a new healthcare opportunity. This is, that's the We Are Austin way, right? Yeah.
Oh, yes, it sure is. Look, we're going to start launching some stuff across the studio
I'm going to try to
here
catch
in just
this.
a second.
Watch on social media and see if this all works. Chelsea's going to launch it. I'm going to see if I can catch it.
Yeah, and speaking of social media, if you missed anything from today's show, you can head online to our social media pages. We Are Austin right there on your screen. You can also head to cbsaustin.com and click the tab We Are Austin at the top of the page to find out all about our guests that we had on the show today.
Yes, a lot of fun, and do join us tomorrow. We do hope you'll join us. Hot off the press, Austin Chronicle will be here to reveal their annual Best of Austin issue. You can see which of your ATX fave earned this honor.
Yeah, plus ATX Yoga Girl is stopping by the studio to chat about upcoming community events, and she will share a sound bath demo for us.
Very
I
excited
can't
about
wait.
That is going to be great. Whoa, practice? Yeah, a little bit. Well, we appreciate you guys being here today. We hope you have an awesome day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.